They told Steph Curry to shut it down. For weeks, the outside noise was getting louder. Analysts, fans, and voices across the league saying Golden State should just protect their star, rest him, and save him for next year. He had already missed 27 games to close the regular season with a knee injury. The smart play, they said, was to not risk it. But on Wednesday, April 15, 2026, inside the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, Steph Curry walked onto that floor and made every single one of those voices look absolutely foolish. This was not just any game. This was a win-or-go-home play-in tournament showdown against the Los Angeles Clippers. Lose, and the season is over. Everything the Warriors had fought through, the injuries, the losing streak, the uncertainty, would mean nothing. And the setting could not have been more hostile. Clippers owner Steve Ballmer spent years engineering the Intuit Dome to be the most intimidating arena in the NBA for visiting teams. The infamous The Wall, 51 uninterrupted rows directly behind one of the baskets, and The Swell, where fans can actually be relocated for cheering for the opposing team, were fully loaded and fully activated. Clippers fans even came with signs of former Warriors star Klay Thompson with the caption, "Miss me?" flashing them every time Curry stepped to the free throw line. They tried everything. It did not matter. Curry came off the bench under a strict minutes restriction. The team had made it clear before the game that 30 minutes was the hard cap. And in those minutes, he did something that reminded the entire basketball world exactly who he is. He caught the ball, fired from deep off the bench. 3. Bullseye. The Warriors were on the board, and the crowd already felt the shift. He was not easing back in. He was not testing the knee cautiously. He came out like he never left.
The Clippers had their own weapons firing. Their bench was outstanding, one player finishing with 21 points off the bench. And the points off turnovers were a massive advantage for Los Angeles throughout the night. The Clippers pushed their lead out and looked in control for stretches, but every time they tried to pull away, Curry had an answer. By the time the third quarter was winding down, he was already sitting at 27 points, off the bench on a minutes restriction, returning from a serious knee injury, and he was just getting started. The fourth quarter is where this game became something different, something unforgettable. The Golden State Warriors fans who had packed into the Intuit Dome started to take over. The iconic "Warriors" chant began echoing through a building that was specifically designed and engineered to prevent exactly that kind of hostile takeover. And it was not subtle. Warriors reporter Marcus Thompson captured it perfectly after the game. He hits the three and he falls into the crowd. That place, it felt like Oracle. That is about as high a compliment as you can give a Warriors crowd, a reference to the legendary deafening atmosphere of the old Oracle Arena in Oakland. The fans had officially taken the building. On the court, Al Horford caught absolute fire. He connected on 3 straight three-pointers late in the fourth quarter, each one raising the decibel level higher than the last. The bench was delivering. The energy was electric. And then Draymond Green, in the kind of moment that defines who he is as a defender, stole the ball directly from Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, who did not score a single point in the entire fourth quarter, had the ball stripped by Green in a defensive sequence that absolutely broke the Clippers' rhythm. It was a play that swung the game. Then came the moment that made Steve Kerr need only 4 words in his post-game press conference. Under a minute to go. 1-possession game, the Warriors needed a basket. The entire season, everything came down to this. Steph Curry caught the ball, pump-faked his defender, rose up from deep, and fired. 3. Lead. Game. He fell into the crowd as the building absolutely erupted, not for the Clippers, but for Golden State. The Warriors chant hit its loudest point of the night, and in the locker room afterward, head coach Steve Kerr did not need a long speech. He had 4 words. This is why Steph came back. Final score, Warriors 126, Clippers 121. Steph Curry, a game-high 35 points on a 30-minute restriction, coming off a 27-game absence. In the most hostile road environment the NBA play-in had to offer, the comeback was complete. But there was another story unfolding inside this game that deserves its full attention.
Kristaps Porzingis was inserted into the starting lineup by Kerr, and what unfolded between him and Curry was one of the most exciting subplots of the entire play-in night. They had played together in only 3 regular season games since the Warriors acquired Porzingis from Atlanta on February 5th, and the numbers in that tiny sample were genuinely alarming. A net rating of minus 41.9 in just 15 minutes together. Wednesday night, they shared the floor for 16 minutes and produced a net rating of minus 8.8. Not perfect, but a dramatic, undeniable improvement in the right direction. More importantly, they passed the eye test emphatically. Porzingis finished with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, including one play that had everyone's attention. With the Warriors trailing by 6, Porzingis had the ball on the perimeter, looked primed to shoot a 3, then spotted Curry cutting toward the basket and delivered a quick, precise bounce pass for an easy layup. That is not a play you run. That is feel. That is IQ, and it told you everything about what this pairing could become. Porzingis also had an extraordinary offensive rebound late in the first quarter, flying in from the perimeter on a Brandon Podziemski free throw miss, soaring above everyone on the floor and slamming it home with authority. The Warriors are not used to having that kind of size and athleticism in their lineup, and the reaction from teammates said it all. Porzingis laughed about it afterward. "I've done that 100 times and it never worked. Today, I finally got it." And Kerr was equally glowing in his assessment. He's a really talented dude. That type of three-point range, the shot blocking, the length, the IQ, he's got a great feel for the game. Having both Kristaps and Al as threats offensively really complements what we do with Steph and Dre. Porzingis turns 31 in August, making him the rare Warrior who is neither a seasoned veteran past 36, like Steph, Green, Jimmy Butler, and Horford, nor a developing youngster like Podziemski, Gui Santos, or Moses Moody. He's right in the middle, in his prime, and he fits this team in a way that is genuinely compelling to watch. The catch is his injury history. He played only 57, 42, and 32 regular season games in the past 3 seasons, respectively. He's already listed as questionable for the next game against the Phoenix Suns with right ankle soreness, and he was visibly limping in the locker room after Wednesday's game. Porzingis himself acknowledged, "I'm not going to lie and say I haven't thought about it at all. I don't have anything cemented in my brain yet. My main goal was to get healthy first, play, show the team I'm healthy and everything's good." The Golden State Warriors now face the Phoenix Suns in the next round of the play-in tournament, with the winner earning a full NBA playoff berth. Curry has his momentum. The crowd has their voice back, and an entire league that counted this team out is being forced to recalculate, because when Steph Curry is healthy, locked in, and falling into crowds after go-ahead threes in win-or-go-home games, the Golden State Warriors are never, ever out of it.